One of the most historic and greatest achievements of the 20th century was when humans set foot on the moon. This victory made the United States stronger against the Soviet Union. Before this event, most people around the world believed that Soviet technology was superior to America's. But after Apollo 11 in 1969, global public opinion shifted, and US technology was seen as the leader. Did humans really walk on the moon, or was it the greatest lie of the 20th century broadcast in front of billions of people? From the first day, theories spread, claiming that this was the biggest hoax of the century and never really happened. At first, only a small number of people believed in this idea. But with the rise of the internet and social media, the number of believers grew. The secrecy of the project, the limited number of people who directly witnessed it, and the ban on journalists all increased suspicions. Another reason was the poor quality of the videos released. Even for that time, the black and white low-resolution footage raised doubts. No one paid much attention until 1978, when Hollywood released a movie called Capricorn 1. The film was about astronauts supposedly traveling to Mars, but in reality, the mission was staged inside a studio. When the movie became popular, just 9 years after the moon landing, the idea of a fake moon landing went global. One of the main reasons this trip is fake is this video. In the footage, the flag looks like it's waving, even though the moon has no air or atmosphere to cause such movement. They argue it must have been a studio fan or air conditioning making the flag move. Critics of this theory say, but what about the astronauts' zero-gravity movements? In response, believers claim the astronauts were suspended by wires attached to the ceiling, carefully hidden and covered up in the low-quality footage. Another argument is the absence of stars in the photos. Because space is so dark, millions of stars should be visible in the sky. Just as, for example, on Earth, you can see a large number of stars by going to the desert at night. Another piece of evidence for conspiracy theorists is this photo. All physicists and experts believe that whatever object is on the moon, its shadow must be in the same direction because the shadow is caused by starlight. But in this image, you can see that the shadows are in two different directions, which is probably due to the projectors in the studio. But physicists and engineers have refuted all these theories with scientific evidence. They say there's a scientific reason for this flag waving. First, the flag is made of material that maintains its shape. On the other hand, the flagpole is designed to be screwed to the base underneath, meaning the astronaut inserts it into the base and twists it to the right to secure it. In fact, they say that this movement of the flag is due to the strength of the astronaut's hand, which is twisting the flag to the right. In response to the theory of astronauts' weightlessness, it has been said that if they had been tied to a cable, they would not have been able to float so freely and clearly in the air and land on Earth. They also have a reason for why other stars and planets are not in the image. They say the surface of the moon is too bright due to the reflection of sunlight, and it is impossible to see celestial objects through the camera. For example, if there is a very bright light on the ground at night and you take a picture with a regular camera, the stars will not be visible in the picture, even though they are clearly present to the naked eye. The main reason for these theories and accusations is people's distrust of this organization. One reason is that because NASA is a government agency in the United States, some people think that this is part of propaganda lies to compete with world powers, especially because of the large budget allocated to NASA. NASA usually edits raw images, which is a scientific process for greater clarity, but critics say it's photoshopping and altering reality. Also, NASA's predictions, for example about space weather or planetary conditions, and the fact that data changes a long time later, make some people think that NASA lied from the beginning. Most importantly, believers in aliens in Area 51 also say that NASA has discovered valuable or terrible things in space that it is hiding from the public for some reason. A video of this theory has been published on our channel. You can check this out. In general, famous people in the field of theory making are those who are making money from this work, and most of their theories have no logic or scientific basis, such as the flat Earth theory. They make money in various ways. For example, they sell books or hold face-to-face meetings, or even ask their fans for money and financial support. But the biggest witness to refute all these theories is the Soviet government, a country that was America's rival in the space field and in the Cold War. After the Soviets found out that the Americans had reached the moon before their own country, they not only did not make a theory for them, but also congratulated them. What do you think? Do you think these theories are made by profit-seeking people, or are the governments really lying? Share your opinion in the comments.